Good morning, one and all. Okay. In the first day, we discussed about what are the topics are there in paper 1, and we discussed the introduction of the first lesson. What is the name of the first lesson? India relief features. India relief features. I told them about the introduction. What is the meaning of the relief? Relief is nothing but different landforms. Okay. Where the different landforms? In India we have the different landforms. The total India is not same. We have plateaus, we have plains, we have deserts, we have valleys, we have basins, everything. That is the meaning of the relief you have to know. And I told about the location of our country, and I told the location of our state also. Before knowing the location of our state, our country, you have to know about latitudes and longitudes. Okay, you know already. Horizontal lines are called latitudes, vertical lines are called longitudes. By knowing the latitudes and longitudes, we can estimate the exact position of a place. Okay, if you see our India map or world map, okay, India lies. What are the location of our India? Okay, 8 degree 4 minutes to. Okay, India is near to the equator. 0 degree latitude is called equator. India located in the northern hemisphere. This latitude is the equator. Okay, this is the northern hemisphere. This is the southern hemisphere. Okay, India lies on which hemisphere? India lies on northern hemisphere. 8 degree. India lies in 8 degree. This is a 0 degree. India lies in 8 degree 4 minutes to. Okay. 37 degree 6 minutes. North latitude. We are going to the north latitude. I already told. I am repeating once again because it is very, very important for your exam. They will ask in the bits. Okay, you have to know. And India lies now the longitudes. These are the longitudes. Vertical lines are called longitudes. India lies on the 68 degree 7 minutes to 97 degree 25 minutes. We are going from the west to the east. This side to we are going to this side. That is called. We are going to the east direction. It is called east. Latitude or longitude? Longitude. Okay. This is about the India location. Similarly, I told about the Telangana location also. Telangana lies okay. By seeing the India map, you can find out in which latitude in Telangana lies and in which longitude Telangana lies. By seeing our Telangana map, you can find out 15 degree 55 minutes to 19 degree 56 minutes north latitude. Similarly next 77 degree 15 minutes to 80 degree 46 minutes east longitude. Our Telangana lies. And already I told about the distance between the India north to the India south. How much? 3,214 kilometers. Distance between the west to the East, I told 2930, 2993. Okay, 2993 kilometers. And also I told about the our Indian Standard Time, our central longitude of our India. How we can measure the timings by using the longitudes. I explained detailed in the first day. About 1 degree, if the sun travels from 1 degree to another degree, it takes 4 minutes. Means India has lot of time zones. But to avoid the confusion, our India took only central longitude, only one timings in our India. That is called Indian Standard Time. What is the Indian Standard Time? Indian Standard Time is 82 degree 30 minutes east longitude. This is the central longitude. Is also Indian Standard. It is also called Indian Standard Time. The difference between Indian Standard Time and Greenwich Mean Time, GMT. Greenwich Mean Time is 5.5 hours ahead. I given the example also. For example, in Greenwich is a place, the central longitude passes from the London, the place of the Greenwich in London. For example, the time is in London is 10 a.m. Then what is the time is in India? 5.5 hours after ahead. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 3:30. Okay, 3:30 p.m. is the answer. Okay, this is about the timings. Indian Standard Time passes from 82 degrees 30 minutes east longitudes, passes from the Allahabad from UP. Very, very important. I tell about this topic, about the location, and I told about the distance between the north to south, east to west, and I told about the longitude, how we can calculate the timings. Okay. The difference between the time difference between the Gujarat to the Arunachal Pradesh. The sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh than the Gujarat. These are the time zones. But we create only one time zone. We can calculate the time by knowing the longitudes. You take our world map. You see on which longitude Singapore or anything countries lies. In which longitude our India lies. What is the time difference between the Singapore and the India? Okay. You have to be. Now, for example, this is the 0 degree longitude. This we can go to the east side. We can go to the west side, western hemisphere. This is the eastern hemisphere. Okay, this is a 0 degree longitude, also known as a prime meridian. Also called prime meridian, also called Greenwich meridian. While you are calculating the time towards the east, you have to do plus. While you are calculating to the west side, you have to do the minus. Okay, this you have to know about this one. Already you have studied totally in the 9th class. I explained totally by giving the examples, by giving a lot of questions for you. Okay, come to the next topic, geological background. Okay. Coming to the next topic, geological background. Geological background. Okay, geological background is nothing but geological means how our India is formed, our India landmass is formed. In millions years ago, our India was formed, how the plates are moved, and how which plates are collided with each other, how our Indian landmass was evolved, how the Himalayas are evolved. Everything we can say in this topic. First of all, you already studied in the 9th class first chapter. The total world landmass are only one continent, Pangaea. Okay, I told Pangaea. After that, a lot of years after, okay, they split into two. Our world landmass are divided into two. The northern part is called the world landmass. Northern part, okay, northern part is called Angara land, also called Larentia. Very, very important. And the southern part is called southern part of world landmass is called Gondwana. Okay, very, very important. The world the world landmass are divided into northern part and the southern part. The northern part is called Angara, also called Larentia, and southern part is called Gondwana. Our India belongs to the Gondwana land. Very, very important. Our India belongs to dash landmass. Our India belongs to the Gondwana. After 200 million years ago, our Gondwana land split, break, and moves towards the northeast side. Moves towards the northeast side and collided with Eurasian plate, also called Angara plate, and collided with Eurasian plate. Okay, and collided with Eurasian plate, also called Angara plate. Okay, this is about the topic. How about India? Landmass was created. Northern part is called Angara, Larentia, and southern part is called Gondwana. India belongs to the Gondwana land. After 200 million years ago, our Gondwana land split into pieces, and our landmass went towards the northeast and collided with the Eurasian plate, also called Angara plate. After lot of pressure and compressive forces, a folded young Himalayas are formed towards India northeast region. You can see India north and northeast. Totally you have the Himalayas only. How the Himalayas are formed like this? The Gondwana land is split into pieces and went towards the northeast and collided with the Eurasian plate. A lot of compressive pressure and everything. Lot of pressure. A young folded Himalayas are formed in north and northeastern region. Okay, you have to know about this one. After evolving the Himalayas, okay, a lot of glaciers are melt because of the temperature, and thus result the formation of perennial rivers. This is the formation of perennial rivers. You have to know about this topic. Okay, I think all you understood very well how the Himalayas are formed. Okay, in 200 million years ago, our Gondwana land split into pieces, and our India landmass went towards the Gondwana land went towards the northeast and collided with the Eurasian plate, also called Angara, and a lot of compressed pressure our unfolded Himalayas are created towards the northeastern region. Okay, this is what the geological background. Now only I told the melting of the glacier, perennial rivers are originated. Okay, I will explain now what I mean by perennial rivers. Perennial rivers. Okay, it is important for exam for 1 mark or 2 marks. They will ask it. Okay, perennial rivers means the continuous flow of water throughout the year is called perennial rivers. Okay, example. Brahmaputra, Indus, Ganga. Okay, perennial river is nothing but the continuous flow of water throughout the year from January to December. The river will not dry because there is a lot of above 2,500 kilometers we have the Himalayas. That is why there is a lot of water. The water will not dry in the northern part, in the peninsula, in the perennial rivers. Okay, the water will not dry throughout the year. It's called perennial rivers. Example: Brahmaputra, Indus, Ganga. Okay, you can keep the code big. You can keep, but don't write the code in the exam. P means Brahmaputra, I means Indus, G means Ganga. Ganga is the longest flowing river in our country. Which is our national river? Our national river is Ganga. Which is the longest river in our India? Ganga is the longest river in our India. Second longest river, Godavari. Okay, Godavari. Our grandfathers and grandmothers say this is a Ganga, but this is not the Ganga. Tadpakal or Gummali is not the Ganga. It is a Godavari river. But they are saying the Ganga. The Varanasi. The Ganga is flowing. The origin of the Ganga is in Uttarakhand, flowing to Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and going to the Brahmaputra, going toward the Bangladesh. We can call Ganga as a Padma. The name of the Ganga river in Bangladesh is Padma, and going at last going through the sea of Bay of Bengal. Okay, you have to know about this one. Okay, just now I told how the perennial rivers are formed. Similarly, peninsular plateau means peninsular. I told peninsular means 3 sides water. India is a peninsula. 3 sides water. One side land is called peninsula. Our India. Okay, the breaking of the northern corners. The breaking of the northern corners. The breaking of the northern corners of peninsula plateau creates a large basins, lowlands. Then, because of the Himalayas, because of the perennial rivers, Himalayas, the glaciers are melting, and that is the origin of the perennial rivers. The flowing of the perennial rivers filled with a lot of sediments, lot of soil in that basin. That's create a great plains in northern part of our India. Why? Because In the northern part of India, we have the perennial rivers. The peninsular plateau northern corner was dam breaked. The breaking of the northern corners of a peninsular plateau creates a large basins. The basins are filled with sediments by the use of perennial rivers. Thus created the great plains in northern India. Okay, this is about the geological background. First of all, I told Angara and Gondwana split into 200 million years ago. Gondwana split and moves to the northeastern and collided with the Eurasian plateau, also called Angara land. A lot of pressure and compressive forces, a young folded Himalayas are created in the northeastern region, and thus the Himalayas melting of the glaciers take place. The origin of the perennial rivers. What is the meaning of perennial rivers? The continuous flow of water throughout the year is called perennial rivers. I given the example PIG, P means Brahmaputra, I means Indus, G means Ganga, and how the Great Plains are occurred in the northern part of our India. Also, I told the peninsular plateau, the breaking of the northern corner of peninsular plateau creates a large basins. That large basins filled with a lot of sediments coming from the perennial rivers. Thus create Indian North is called Great Plains. That creates a Great Plains in northern part of our India. This is about the geological background. Come to the next topic, I will say about the Himalayas. The next topic about the Himalayas. In the previous class, we discussed about how Himalayas are emerged, how perennial rivers are originated due to Himalayas also we discussed. Come to the next topic, Himalayas, very important topic, very important for 4 marks. Okay, about the Himalayas. Okay, we cannot find Himalayas in the southern of our India. Okay, we can find in the north of our India we have the Himalayas. Okay, how much distance we have Himalayas? We have up to 2,400 kilometers. We have Himalayas from west to east direction. From west to east we have the Himalayas. Total is covered with Himalayas. From west to east, total covered with Himalayas. Okay, from central, the width is the length. It is the length of Himalayas. The width of Himalayas 500 kilometers from, this is the width from west. Okay, this is from the west. The width of the Himalayas from west side is 500 kilometers, and from central and east, central India, and from east we have 200 kilometers width. Okay, this is the introduction of the Himalayas. What is the length of the Himalayas? The length of the Himalayas is 2,400 kilometers from west to east direction, and the width of the Himalayas 500 kilometers from west side and 200 kilometers from central towards the eastern side. This is about the introduction of the Himalayas. Himalayas are divided into 3 parts. Himalayas are divided into 3 parts. Okay. Himalayas are divided into 3 parts. The first one is called, first 3 parallel ranges. First one is called Greater Himalayas. Second one is called Lesser Himalayas, and the last one is called Shivaliks. Come to the first one. we'll discuss about the Greater Himalayas. Greater Himalayas. What is the another name of Greater Himalayas? The another name of Greater Himalayas is Himadri. The another name of is a Greater Himalayas. This is a Greater Himalayas. The northern part is called Greater Himalayas. Is the northern part is called the first one. Northern part is called Greater Himalayas. Okay, you have to know this one. Greater is also called Himadri. We can find total snow and ice here. You can find snow and ice in this Greater Himalayas. Find highest peaks in this region with an height of 6,100 meters. Okay, more than 6,100 meters. Highest peaks are located in Greater Himalayas, and we can find glaciers. By melting of the glacier, what will occur? Perennial rivers. By melting of glacier, perennial rivers are occurred. Okay. There is a question. What is another name of Greater Himalayas? Himadri. We can find snow and ice in Greater Himalayas. We can find the glaciers in Greater Himalayas. By melting of the glacier, the perennial rivers are originated. So last question. Which Himalayas is the source of perennial rivers? What is the answer? Greater Himalayas is the source of perennial rivers, also called Himadri. We can find highest peak with an elevated of 6,100 meters height. This is about the Greater Himalayas is completed. And the next one, Lesser Himalayas. Lesser Himalayas. It is located in the south of the Greater Himalayas. It is located in the south of the south of the Greater Himalayas. Okay, it is located in the south of Greater Himalayas. Greater Himalayas. Okay, Lesser Himalayas also known as Himachal. The another name of Lesser Himalayas is Himachal. The average height in this region is 3,700 meters to 4,500 meters. Okay, we can find two ranges. What are the two ranges? Very, very important. Pir Panjal and Mahabharata ranges. Okay, and we can find highly compressed rocks in this Lesser Himalayas, and we can find famous valleys like Kashmir, Kulu, Kangra. In Himachal Pradesh. We have Kulu and Kangra is in Himachal Pradesh, and Kashmir is in Kashmir. And we can find famous hill stations. Like Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, Shimla. These are the hill stations, famous hill stations in Lesser Himalayas. And also we can find at last evergreen forests. Okay, this is an important topic of Lesser Himalayas. Okay, Lesser Himalayas is located in the south of Greater Himalayas. It is also called Himachal. And what is the average height of the peaks? 3,700 meters to 4,500 meters. And we can find two ranges, Pirupanjal and Mahabharata ranges. And we can find famous hill stations also here: Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, Shimla. And also we can find Kashmir, Kulu, Kangra valleys, famous valleys in our country. Kashmir, Kulu, Kangra is in lesser Himalayas. We can find very important one. We can find evergreen forest in a lesser Himalayas. They will ask a question: in which Himalayas we can find the evergreen forest? Lesser Himalayas. And they will ask, what are the two important ranges are formed, are located in lesser Himalayas? Pirupanjal and Mahabharata. And famous valleys, Mussoorie, okay, famous valleys, Kashmir, Kulu, Kangra. Okay, and famous hill stations, Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, Shimla. You can keep the hill stations code also. MNRS is the hill stations, Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, Shimla. You can keep the code also by this one. Okay, and valleys also you can keep 3K, KKK, Kashmir, Kulu, Kangra. And ranges also you can keep PM, not Prime Minister ranges. P means Pirupanjal range, M means Mahabharata ranges. You can keep code as you like. Okay, I am saying in my way, ranges you can keep PM, but don't write PM in the exam. Okay, Pirupanjal and Mahabharata ranges. And famous valleys 3K, Kashmir, Kulu, Kangra. Kulu, Kangra is separated in Himachal Pradesh. And hill stations, MNRS, Mussoorie, Nainital, Ranikhet, Shimla are located in famous hill stations are located in lesser Himalayas. And at last, evergreen forest also located in lesser Himalayas. Okay, this is the topic of today's class. Hope you understood very well. Tomorrow we can. Okay, in the next class we learn about the Shivaliks. That is the last part of the Himalayas. After that, the topic of the Himalayas will be completed. Thank you. I am not saying the keywords today. Okay, I repeated number of times. While I am saying. I told 2 or 3 times. Listen carefully. Make the short notes and underline in the textbook what I told. And practice the bits also. You create your own bits. Study material if it is possible. Practice in your study materials also.